Hello there good folks, watching the daily vlog. Welcome to day 34, and today you can see that area is a fair bit empty compared to usual because I'm getting it clean. My CPU has started to make kettle sounds, which basically could mean coil wine according to the experts of Google.
فأتت به قومها تحمله قالوا يا مريم لقد جئت شيئا فريا.
Fasted cardio sorted for the day. It's a bit of a late breakfast, but that's okay. It's going to be a low carb breakfast like yesterday. I just liked it, so I figured I'll get that vibe on today as well. All right, let's get that action going. We might have some delicious meals coming up later with more volume. That's so good. Obviously, man's gonna have his chutney to spice up those flavorless egg whites. Chutney is coconut, so there's barely any carb there as well. I mean, mostly fats. So I'll catch you guys after I do some work, because out of this plans, like emails for the day, are kind of half and half. I think I might have some more, but editing wise, there's a lot of work. Lovely food, some edits, back to vlogging. Okay, meal 2 is going to start with some hummus action, egg whites. A lot of hummus actually. That's actually around 50 grams of chickpeas, or a little more than that perhaps. Let's start with that. So that's done. Of course, there's like close to 30 grams of oil in that, but that's what makes the hummus amazing, isn't it? Also added some chili powder, because we like stuff spicy. You can also add some parsley or coriander leaves. I think we do have coriander leaves. I'm not sure. I'll probably look at that later. Shut that down, and got multiple whole egg action. And today's meals are going to be amazing because I haven't even planned what's next. So it entirely depends on how I feel like. By next, I mean the meal after this. But yeah, I do have a basic idea of what's going to go into that. By the way, if you guys are watching the vlog day in, day out, gotta love the fact that you guys spend your quality time, and I hope the vlogs I'm putting out are quality enough in terms of, worthwhile of you spending your time on them. Make sure you give a thumbs up if you like this type of content so the algorithm picks it up, and subscribe if you haven't, that way you don't miss out. But I think today, what I was saying is, but I think today anyway, whenever you interact with something, the AI algorithm just picks it up and just throws that on your feed. So if you don't subscribe, you might still come across my video if you interact with it or watch it. But we're getting some eggs. Why are all the eggs so small, man? Whenever I have whole eggs, I always pick, like, if there's a huge tray, obviously we get eggs in like 30 set trays, and I always try to pick the large ones. And that's egg number 3. Sweet, we broke none of them. Let's see if that streak stays alive as we pick him out of the pan. Bullseye. Nothing fancy with idli puris today. I don't want to do that. There's like one droplet of sweat in my nose. Entire face is sweaty, but one's like, on the verge of committing a cliff jump. Peppering it. She could work. What? These are like rock crystals. Come on. Nice. They did not quit on me. We got a hummus, we got a carbs, we got multiple proteins and some fats there, and a ton of fats here. And we need veggies. Spinach, bitter gourd, well, the small kind, so I'm not a big fan of that. It's going to be super bitter. But this is going to be good though. Spinach looks fun. We have some delicious crab curry. I mean, look at that. I'll take some of that curry. So let's do some of that. Maybe a few pieces. And let's have some pistachio action. I think these are salted, but yeah, maybe a handful of those. Okay, a very crucial topic. Burnout. See, anyone who's had too many things on their plate, figuratively, will at some point face some sort of a burnout. Now, the key point you have to note here is taking too many things on your plate is not a problem, but planning ahead is very important. Now, I personally plan for this. See, I run a coaching business, okay? That takes all my time because it's personalized, customized, unless someone magically appears with two extremely similar bodies. Well, that's still a different story because the lifestyles will be different. Beyond that, making content is a huge add-on. Beyond that, personal fitness goals is another add-on. Wait, the screen straight? I have a feeling it's not.
So whenever anyone knows that they're going to have a burnout, that means they have the potential to kind of, avoid it or maybe plan ahead, something precautious in the nature of not allowing themselves to implode, because of the burnout. Today was one such day. It hit me out of nowhere. I was like, okay, this is a bit much midway through the edit, and I just paused. Literally, that's what you do. You pause no matter where you are, what you're doing, pause, disappear. In my case, disappear as in get out of the office. I went to Peru, I think for the past maybe 4, 5, maybe even 5.5, I don't know, 5.5 hours or around that ballpark. I've been lying in my bed, looking at my iPad, sometimes shutting it down, just closing my eyes and lying down, relaxing. Something that is not remotely related to work. Now, what this can do is reset so many things in your mind so that your productivity and creativity kind of just skyrocket the moment you get back, which of course will not be today, tomorrow. But the problem is when you're a coach, you have plans flying out. They have to be on schedule. Membership dates are slot oriented, at least that's how I work, which is why I take clients only if I have slots available. Otherwise, I simply say, okay, you know what, you're gonna have to wait for like another 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever, depending on how busy it is. So what I do is, I anticipate, okay, you know what? I try to anticipate, of course, I'm not trying to be arrogant here. We try. So if I'm gonna have a burnout coming up, what I do is, around that area, I try to kind of advance all my plans. Like if something flies out in 2 days, I'll do it today because I expect a burnout in like 1 or 2 days because I know for the last 14, 16 days, the work would potentially be hectic. So that way, today, I had no plans flying out that were not already drafted, that were left over for me around the afternoon time. So that was on my side, which is good planning because I've faced burnout so many times. If you're someone who's been following me on YouTube, because I started doing vlogs in 2016, like those vlogs are not on YouTube at this point. So what happens is, knowing that I didn't have anything today, I had the affordability to hit pause because I was just editing. And when it comes to vlogs and editing, I always make sure I film a vlog and then I have sufficient amount of time to edit it. Even if I should take a pause, it's going to be covered in that planned time. So today, I just chilled. That's okay. The hustle culture that revolves around everyone in the 21st century. If you have a startup, yes, you will have to work like a crazy mad guy. I'm all in for being a workaholic. If you've seen my vlogs, we constantly discuss this stuff, in small snippets, maybe in the kitchen while doing a dosa, while flipping the egg or whatever. But to be a workaholic, you need to know to learn to rest like a workaholic. That will make sure you can live the rest of your life as a workaholic and enjoy the work you do. So, it's time for dinner. I had a lot of rest, feeling fresh. Also, we were supposed to train today, but since everything added up, I hit pause and the neck is far, far better. So tomorrow, definitely we're going to be jumping back into the weight room. So that's wonderful news. And we also wrap the week number 5. Of course, this week has been kind of hit and miss. Of course, with the neck inflammation, we couldn't really do much, but we still kind of, we hit an all-time low of 224 earlier this week. So nutrition and progress-wise, it's been slower than the rate that is optimal or compared to the rate we had at week 4, but it's still progress. Don't discount even a small bit of progress because life and circumstances can always surround you. As long as you can fight over and always be better than yesterday, we're still going ahead. It's not like I have an end date. Of course, I do have something in my mind, but it's not like I have to immediately wrap the transformation in this date because I know life happens midway. I've seen it with clients, hundreds of clients and myself so many times. So never have this crazy deadline to the point where it stresses you. Have a deadline where it motivates you. And now, the next meal should probably motivate me, but I'm actually having zero appetite at this point. I just want to go back and sit with my iPad once again. Anyway, you have a good one? No, I'm not saying bye. I'll show you what I eat. We're going to attempt to make mayo. Once again, this time, I got the tools for it. So 2 egg whites. Luckily, I did have some garlic because I hate peeling them. So luckily, some peeled ones were already there from my hummus from the afternoon because I didn't use all of it. I think we'll end up using, why is that wet? We'll end up using a bit more oil because a larger batch has a better chance of actually coming out fluffy and mayo like garlic goes in. I'm actually going to put everything together. That's all the garlic we need. We don't want it to be too overwhelming. Just open a new bottle of oil which works in our favor. Amma, we need so much. My brother's actually getting surprised. We actually need a lot of oil. Around 200 grams of oil. Let's do a little bit of that. Salt has already gone in. Let the magic begin.
yogurt. Oh, that's really thick. That's homemade. Wait, let me try the yogurt. Oh, that is really fresh. That is the perfect white sauce. Now, of course, it's not more mayonnaise-like. It's more like watery, but that is how you do white sauce. You add yogurt to mayo, and you got it. Now, that's going to be a primary source of carb. Potatoes and onions sorted with some lentils, and that is a over 2,000 calorie sauce. So you got to be careful. Oh, there we go. Lovely. I'm gonna enjoy that, and that is a wrap for the day. Might throw in some proteins, but we've already kind of hit our protein target for the day. Like, with the last 2 meals, it was quite loaded. Maybe some whole eggs in dosa. I'll figure out once I maybe wrap this meal, and I'll catch you tomorrow.